Welcome to the opening event of the 2021 PWA World Tour. Yes, we are back. It's been a long time coming, 18 months since the last slalom competition, and that is where we're kicking off with slalom here in Israel for the Tiberias PWA World Cup. So what are the conditions like here? Who is going to suit them? Well, before we go into all that, let's catch up with a local organizer to see how it all came about.
The event is an outcome of a cooperation between two production companies, which are Comtech Group, and the Target Market, and the City Hall of Tiberias. When the aim is to expose the Sea of Galilee and the City of Tiberias as a destination for windsurfers that want to come from around the world during summertime. Not a lot of places like this in the world have that, like a clock, 2 p.m. wind start blowing and hard, and have fantastic windsurfing conditions. So we want everyone to know that, and they can come here and enjoy, both doing some sport and a lot of sightseeing. So we are definitely doing this event in order to aim for the international windsurfers community to come and have some vacations in Tiberias in Israel. Actually, the COVID situation now in Israel is very good, apart from some restrictions of coming into the country, mainly. Almost no restrictions are in order. So we are expecting 2,000 people to join us here for the event. They don't have to wear their masks. They don't have to keep their social distancing. They can just come here, have fun, have a beer, and watch the event. We must say thank you to the City of Tiberias that is standing behind this event. And without their support, it was really hard to pull it off. We are getting some support from some of the manufacturers. I think that like every first event, since there was never a PWA event in Israel, it's hard to especially after this complicated year, to bring in sponsors that don't know the event. But we know for sure that if the event will be successful, and it will be, then next year we're going to have sponsors standing in line in order to help us pull this off, and we can upgrade everything and have some more funds into it to be able to do a much better event. Actually, before, when we started looking for an event to expose Tiberias to the world as a sport tourism destination, I knew nothing about PWA. So we were looking at other kinds of event, and finally we were reaching this PWA, and ARNON was our mentor in everything that has to do with choosing the site, planning how it's going to look, and the look and feel both for the crowds and what's needed for the athletes and the windsurfers, the sailors, to have the best conditions to come and compete. So without him, it was really hard for us, especially in the COVID term when you cannot bring people from outside of Israel to come, like the PWA crew, and the tour managers and the president. It was really hard to bring them in due to all the restrictions. So having ARNON here as our professional windsurfing mentor was extremely important.
Yes, you heard right. Arnon DAGAN, PWA Tour regular, was a main driving force behind this event. I'll tell you what, let's just catch up with Arnon to hear his thoughts.
Yeah, it's a big passion. It was a personal goal. I dreamt about it for many years. And it's a bit of a disbelief to see that everybody's suddenly here. All these plays, the infrastructure, the production company has made an amazing job. Yeah, it's definitely a dream come true. Yeah, this is 1 hour from my home spot. My home spot is actually on the seaside. There's more waves and salty water and stuff. This is a childhood spot. It's a summer spot. Normally in the summer, in the past, 10-15 years, I was always in Europe. So I cannot say I know it so well. I've sailed it many times, but never consistently. So yeah, I don't know it too well, but it's going to be a really fast course. You can go really fast here. A lot of the days are flat. Some days are choppy as well, but in any case, you get a lot of speed. And the wind starts at about 1 to 2 o'clock every day. If it's hot, it's windy. It's super hot here. The audience cannot see, but it's like dying, frying hot, and probably will get hotter, but hot means windy here. And it's kind of, I would say, one of the most consistent places in the world for wind, especially now when we have the foil. You can, I don't know, the event is going to start and then the wind will stop, like always, but You know, I didn't see many places with such consistency in the world and with such power. So it's strong wind as well. It can be very gusty. I hope it will be less gusty in the event. But yeah, I have very low expectations. I'm also running my company, you know, in this event, helping with this event, and I had a lot on my mind, so I hardly trained. So I put my expectations at last place, and anything better than this, I will be happy. It's going to be embarrassing, I think, because all the eyes are on me. Everybody knows here that I'm a good sailor, but unfortunately, I feel pretty weak, I have to say the truth. So whatever happens, I'm going to be taking it easy, trying to take it easy. It's a hard thing because I'm a competitor in the end, and I'm very competitive. But yeah, my expectations are low. I have to say that. I have to tell the truth.
So yeah, Arnon has been a busy boy. It's going to be interesting to follow him through this competition. But we have to talk about one big change to the PWA. Foil slalom, yes. With the men, it is basically you can choose your fin or foil and anyone can race together. In the women, it's two separate disciplines. What does this mean? I'll tell you what, let's catch up with our race director, Pick, to find out.
The foil can go with light winds. So the board is not touching the water, they are above the water. So they can go in lighter winds. Now the limit was 7 knots and now the limit for the men is 5 knots. So we need a little bit more because they are running all together. But I think we have better conditions to go for more places in the world and run in really good conditions, really nice places. So we are open to go to different places in the world. I think in the strong winds, they still, with fins, are really fast. But as soon as we keep on going like this in 1 year, I think that we will see more foiling than in slalom in the stronger winds. In lighter winds, I think that the foil is the king. So I think that above 15, they go in fin, and below 15 knots, 17, they go in fully foil conditions. I think that all sailors are improving a lot. They don't show the weapons until the right moment. They just hiding the others and they don't show anything. But I know that there's a few sailors that they go really fast in foil and they don't show anything. But let's see, this week is a nice week to start the PWA competition.
So the scene is set. The wind here in Israel is like a machine. 2 o'clock, it turns on and it is full power. Who will be on the podium at the end of the week? Who will be in world title contention? Will the foil win out over the fin? Well, you will have to tune into the live stream, which is kicking off right now. So get tuned in. We are live all week and it is set to be an absolute epic event.